Hello everyone, my name is UltimoFive and today we are going over the Volnus Prime, the Glass Slammer. Volnus Prime is a prime version of Volnus and was released alongside Estella Prime and Gara Prime. In order to obtain Volnus Prime, one must open a variety of relics that contain the blueprint, head, and handle in order to make it at the foundry. Requires a mastery rank of 14. Comes with 2 V polarity slots plus a V stance slot, and because of this the builds on this weapon will require 1 Forma. And it excels in medium to large crowd slaughter against all factions in high leveled areas. The Volnus Prime had some buffs when compared to the original Volnus in different areas. These stats would be higher base damage, higher critical chance, higher critical multiplier, and a higher status chance. Advantages for the weapon would be that it has an average critical chance, a very high status chance, and a fast attack speed. Disadvantages, however, for the weapon would be that it has low impact damage and a low critical multiplier. The element for the Volnus Prime against Corpus would be Viral. Viral amplifies health damage by 100% for 6 seconds and stacks up to 10 times for a total of 325%. The build's flex allows Gladiator, Might, or Berserker and performs really well. This is due to the increased damage amplification from tons of Viral procs, even against robotic enemies and in late game. However, on the build there is no Prime Smite Corpus, but one can put this on instead of Gladiator Might at the cost of 1 more Forma in order to really increase damage. The elements for the Volnus Prime against Corruptor and Grineer will be Viral and Slash. Slash's status effect is Bleed, and after 1 second it deals 35% of the base damage per second for 6 seconds, which bypasses armor. The build's flex is either Prime Smite Grineer and Corrupted or Berserker. Just like my other Viral Slash builds, it works great in the late game, but mainly due to the amount of Viral and Slash procs you can put out in a few swings to just completely destroy enemies. The element for the Volnus Prime against the Infested would be Gas. Gas deals 50% base damage per second for 6 seconds in a 3-meter radius and stacks up to 10 times to a total of 6 meters. The build's flex slot is Virulent Scourge or Berserker and really melts off the Infested. Even though it can take a few extra hits against a fossilized Infested, it still ends up outperforming Viral Heat or just straight up Viral. However, if one doesn't like Gas, then the next best element would be Viral. Fever Strike and Smite mods, in place of their primed counterparts if you don't have them. Amalgam Organ Shatter, in place of Organ Shatter if you use heavy attacks and are okay with losing 5% critical damage. Gladiator Might, in place of the build Smite mod if you don't like using faction mods. Primed Reach, in place of the build's flex slot if you want more range on the weapon. However, it may cost an extra Forma on the weapon depending on which build you put it on. Buzzkill, in place of Berserker in the Corrupt and Grineer build if you have a fully upgraded Arcane Strike. This will help balance out Viral and Slash procs even more. Quickening, in place of the build's flex slot or Berserker for helping with increased combo count chance along with a slightly faster attack speed. Drifting Contact and Gladiator Rush, in place of the build's flex slot for helping with combo duration if you don't have Naramon focus or can't handle the combo chain duration. There are several ways to enhance critical stats and damage for this weapon. For instance, for damage, Rhino's Roar, Valkyrie's Warcry which bolsters attack speed in turn increasing DPS, Nova's Molecular Prime which makes all sources of damage increase by 100% against primed enemies. Mirage's Eclipse mixed with her Hall of Mirrors adds a massive damage bonus during the day or in light. Saren's Toxic Lash mixed with their Spores abilities. Equinox's Rest and Rage in day form makes targets more vulnerable to damage. And Volt Speed which bolsters attack speed, in turn increasing DPS. For critical stats, Harl's Covenant can add up to 50% critical chance and 200% on headshots. Theodar's Kavat with Cat's Eye can give a 60% critical chance boost, and Samita Kavat with Charm can give a 200% crit chance. Arcane Strike, on hit, 15% chance for 60% attack speed to melee weapons for 18 seconds. Arcane Fury, on critical hit, 60% chance for 180% melee damage to melee weapons for 18 seconds. And Arcane Blade Charger, on primary weapon kill, 30% chance for 300% melee damage for 12 seconds. When you get your hands on a Riven for this weapon, the flex slot to replace will be Berserker, or for the Infested it will be Virulent Scourge, and may require a couple more Forma. In order to maximize damage output with Volnus Prime, one will need to get lucky and get some nice stats. These ideal stats for higher average damage would be melee damage, critical chance, and negative finisher damage or negative heavy attack efficiency if you don't like using heavy attacks. The next best ideal stats would be for higher sustained DPS, and these stats would be melee damage, critical damage, attack speed, and negative finisher damage or negative heavy attack efficiency if you don't like using heavy attacks. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more guides on Warframe, please click the like and sub buttons to let me know. And as per usual, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.